If there was a best puzzle that would uh, would embody the usefulness of the commutator, I guess that would be the face-turning octahedron, which is actually the first octahedral puzzle that I'll be showcasing on this channel. So first of all, when I'm gonna solve this, I'll be using this down, down, up, up commutator a lot, which just cycles these three pieces with these three and these three. And if I do it down, down, up over here, now this is fixed, but now I've sort of taken these pieces and flipped them around, and these as well. And so you'll see that towards the end of the solve. But first off, let me just get one of the layers done. And the approach to solving this is very similar to the 3x3, even though the actual movement or like the pieces moving are not super similar to the 3x3. However, the idea of solving it one layer at a time and sort of building up the pieces, to sort of create the shape or create the big chunks of solved areas, that usually helps. So right now I have these major pieces, which are really hard to manipulate because they only have or I guess two sides that attach to them. Uh, so I like to get these ones in first. And it's actually a general rule of thumb. Usually want to mess with the pieces that are harder to manipulate, and then use the pieces that are easier to manipulate. So you often see me inserting edges, and then these little center areas, and then the corners. So this corner actually has a white, purple, and green. So purple has to be on the other side. So yeah, so now I swap those two, and now I can put these in here. All right, perfect. So I also have, well, this is not the right piece because this is a blue and this is green, so it should be over here. So let me just get this out of the way, and actually I can move this white piece over here, so when I do bring it down, they're now lined up, and now I can do that commutator thing again. And now I've cycled these, and now this is in place. Now I just have to get this one in place as well. So once again. All right, cool. So I've done most of the first layer, but now I want to put these in, but at the same time I want to put in those edges as well as the wood colored pieces. So it's sort of like this actually, except this is purple and red, so this should have been over here. But anyways, let's see what's up here. So we have a gray and blue, so that one can go here, and which means I need to attach a blue one over here. So there's a blue piece here, so again, the commutator. Oops. Now I can insert this. Now, before I bring this back, I want to move this out of the way so that way this can meet the original corner halfway. I can move this over, and now we have a big chunk over here, and now when I insert that, I have this area solved. And I could do the same over here. So I need a green over here, so I'll need these two to come through recycle. And I'm doing that again. Wow, that actually solved a big chunk, but of course we'll have to mess this up later. Let's see what else is there. So we don't want anything with a yellow color, so because yellow is opposite of white, and we want the things over here that are not white or yellow, because they're in like the middle band. So this is an orange and purple, which belongs over here. And I just realized this doesn't have the red thing on it. So, and this one doesn't have the orange one. Oh, so they need to, well, I guess they could just like that. That's perfect. All right. Now everything's in order with these guys. forgot to pair this up. So this one needs a blue over here. And there doesn't seem... Oh, okay, so I need to flip this edge. And in parity, you'll know that if I have to flip one edge, there needs to be another edge that needs to be unflipped. So I just unflipped this edge as well, or I guess flipped it again. So this one needs to... What was I doing again? Oh yeah, these two are paired up. So that's good. Now, I need a purple one over here. So there's a purple down here, so I can... That was redundant. There was a purple over there that I didn't realize. Oh well. So this one's not in the correct, or this one is correct, but it's missing this area. So I'll have to replace it with an incorrect piece. Alright, so now we have most of the second layer solved. I just need to fix these areas. And what I usually do is I usually do the down, down, up, up thing to swap and get them in all in the same places at the same time. So first let me... Well, if I put this, if I swap these two will be in the wrong place. But that's okay because, well, I can swap these, and if I get these two near each other, I can swap them as well. So this might require a complicated commutator, but yeah, I don't want to risk messing up the solve, so I'll just do it the normal way. So that's one correct. Now I can line those up. And now the second layer is entirely solved, and so we could just focus on manipulating this layer. So I'll align the edges, and it turns out the corners are also nicely aligned, so that fixes that. I can swap these, but I'll need something to unswap. So I guess I'll just swap these because it'll only rotate this corner and switch these. Alright, so now I just need to rotate these corners as well as switch these things. So how would that work? I will probably bring this over here. So, and now I will do a swap. So let me just remember how I did this. So I turned the orange, the gray, and then the orange again. Uh-oh, did I mess up? Give me 1 second. All right, so it just turns out I didn't follow through on the second commutator, but that's fine. So now I can undo the orange-gray orange thing. And yeah, look at that. So I just need to flip this edge and rotate this corner. Now, I could do that by just rotating this edge, and then we can have these two swap, and then we could have a whole bunch of messy business. Or what I could do, I could swap one red with itself as I swap these two as well. So, but I'll have to get this red behind here. Hmm. Actually, I'll have this one rotated as well because I don't want to lose track of stuff again. Yeah, so now we'll have two rotated corners, and I'll just employ one commutator to swap these. And now I can employ another commutator to bring this up. Now I can undo the first commutator and then undo the second commutator. And I mentioned in the commutator section that commutators can be nested within themselves, and that allowed us to solve this puzzle. Thanks for watching.